Hi, next up here is Connor, and he's done a lot of really hard work this year to make his own custom guitar pedals. So, there you go. I think down is next.
Alright, that's a different color. Okay. Just some light. Hi, my name is Connor, and I've been working on an aspect to create my own guitar pedals. And a little bit more about me, I'm a third-year CSE student, and I do play guitar right over there. And my goal was to build 3 pedals this year: a fuzz pedal, a wah pedal, and a compression pedal. And my inspiration for this was the band Kinkers and Elizabeth, if you've ever heard of those. Thank you. Alright, so about the fuzz pedal. If you're not familiar with guitar pedals, that's fine. The purpose of a fuzz pedal is amplifying signal to create a large amount of clipping and distortion. And the design that I was implementing was the Debbie Everett horn speaker, which is used by the band, and it sounds really, really cool. And so for how I put this together, I copied the design onto a breadboard and soldered the components together, and then I put the circuit into an aluminum enclosure. This is the schematic that I copied from, and these are some pictures of the circuit itself. First, put it onto a breadboard, and then after testing that, I put it all together into the pedal shell. Some skills I learned from this was, getting my hands wet with, my feet wet with putting together a circuit, as well as soldering, which I've never done before since then, as well as drilling the enclosure shell. Some issues that I had with this in particular was, well, it was my first time doing anything like this, so there's a bit of silly mistakes, such as the battery that was in here was originally not cut from the circuit when the switch was off, which meant that I drained the battery over the course of a few weeks, so it was kind of a pain. And then there was also a similar issue where the metal enclosure caused a short, which caused the circuit to not work. And just like a fun fact, there's a unconnected transistor leg on the left, and that picks up radio signals sometimes, so that's pretty cool. Okay, next pedal that I put together was a wah pedal, which is basically a frequency filter that you control with your foot. And my design for this one was taken from the pedal PCB Parasite wah. My implementation for this was by copying design into Autodesk Fusion, which was also my first time ever doing something like that, and then creating a PCB, and then as well as soldering components and putting the shell together. That was the circuit for that. And these are some photos of what the inside of the shell looks like, as well as the PCB that I put together. And yeah, so for that, my takeaway in terms of what I learned was how to put together a PCB, how to design using Autodesk Fusion. I'm not too sure about everyone has their own preferences, but that's just the one that I picked. So maybe I'll try out next time or something. And then some weird thing about the shell that I ordered is that it did not have accurate dimensions for the holes, so I had to drill them out a little bit. And then also the potentiometer that you're supposed to insert into the little hole right there. It doesn't really have a place in order for it to stay in place. So my solution was to sort of to screw around that little metal U shape. It's kind of janky and it barely fits. And another weird problem, I don't know even who made this pedal or who made this shell. The linear gear that is supposed to connect to the potentiometer actually doesn't even mesh. So I had to kind of figure out a way to put that together. And moral of the story, actually not moral of the story, my janky way of solving this was just to use a bunch of hot glue. Alright, the compression pedal, so if you're not familiar with that, it compresses the volume range so that loud signals become softer and softer signals become louder, depending on your settings. The original design for this was taken from the effects pedal kit compressor. The implementation for this was similar to the wah pedal, where I copied the design into Autodesk Fusion and assembled the PCB, as well as soldering all the components and putting everything together. One interesting issue or oversight was that I ordered the wrong IC components. So I ordered an SMD assembly through hole, and then I had to be creative. So it's like a bunch of like resistor legs that are like cut and then jammed into the bottom component, and then kind of like the world's jankiest solution, because I had to do that 3 times. But this is what the schematic looks like. This was the pedal as of Wednesday. Unfortunately, it does not work at this period. It works if you don't put the cover on. So yeah, I don't have a demo available for that, but similar to the wall panel, it was a lot of work in PCB design as well as soldering, and issues I mentioned, wrong ICs, as well as not a great soldering job, which results in like not really working if I try to assemble it all together. All right, I'm going to demo. Anyways. This is gonna turn on the fuzz pedal. Turn it this way.